Hello, what's up, you guys? It's your girl Candace. I'm here with Confidential Talk. It's been a minute. I am so happy to be here on live. Um, what's up? I have so much to talk to you guys about as far as our topic for today, and I just honestly, I really just miss y'all. It's been so long since I've been on YouTube. Not so long. I'm acting like it's been forever. It's only been like 2-3 weeks. But for me, that feels like a long time because I'm usually on here often with you guys. So what's up? I am back and I'll be here every Friday for Freaky Friday. Because y'all know I want to talk about how to better the sex life. Okay? So we are here live talking tonight about vaginal lubrication, how to get wet, if you're having trouble getting wet, why that may be, and all that good stuff. So we are definitely going to be discussing that tonight. But first, I am going to pour me up a drink. Okay, I was actually supposed to do this off camera, but you know how that be. I was actually trying to set everything up, so I kind of got a little held back from actually making my margaritas. The last thing that I need to be doing, but I am going to. And if you guys been on live here with me before, you know I like to make me my margaritas. So that is what we're doing here. Okay, we're gonna make me a margarita real quick. And we're gonna get right into this topic. Okay, I want you guys commenting even after the live. If you guys catch this video after the live, I want you guys commenting. Let me know what you guys think. Definitely putting your input in. If you have personal experience to having issues with vaginal lubrication, or like, you know, that, first of all, that's okay. Let's be clear. Okay, there's nothing wrong with you having an issue with getting wet. A lot of women have that issue at some point in their life, at certain periods of time in your life, because there's so many things that could cause, the lack of lubrication down there, even when you're aroused. Like, that's true tea. Okay, true tea. So it is definitely possible. Well, I overspilled that. It's alcohol, so we don't mind that over here. But that is totally normal if you guys are experiencing that. So we're going to be talking about, first we're going to discuss some of the reasons why you may be experiencing that, and then we're going to talk about how to overcome it. Okay, because this is real life. Like, I'm 30. If you guys don't know, I'm 30 years old. And of course, 30 years old, I'm young. I just got here in my 30s. So, I'm young. Like, you don't think that I will have an issue with vaginal lubrication. I always got this wet. Like, that's how I felt, especially with my lack of education at the time. I felt like there is no way that I would have issues with vaginal lubrication. I'm young. I'm going to be wet. I'm horny all the time. What's up? But I did actually go through a period of time in my late 20s, like, where I literally, it wasn't like a long period of time, maybe a few months. Long enough. A few months. Where, y'all, I mean, I was still doing my thing, but y'all, I was having a hard time either getting wet or staying wet, and it wasn't because I like I was horny. I wanted it. But what I realized was it was a lot of other things that was going on in my life. And that's what kind of opened the door for me to kind of really look into what's really going on here. Because again, I thought, because I'm in my third, I'm 30. Well, I'm not even I just got here. Okay. So I'm in my 30s. Even when I was in my 20s, I was having issues. So, like, I'm just like, is it me? Am I doing something wrong? And let's be clear, no. No, you're not. You're not doing anything wrong with this. This is you. If you experienced this before, if you felt how I feel, there's nothing wrong with you. All right, you guys. So I got my glass with my ice already in it. I don't really want a whole bunch of crushed up ice, so we just gonna strain it, put a margarita in here, and we're gonna get right into this topic. I'm so excited, y'all. So, First, like I said before, I want to say this is not a shameful conversation. It is taboo, but it's nothing to be ashamed of if you have experienced this, because there is plenty of reasons why you could be experiencing like vaginal dryness, or you are having issues with being wet. Even if it's just like maybe like once out of the month you're experiencing this, or it just so happens that around the same time each month it happens. It could be many of reasons. One of the main reasons why you may be experiencing vaginal dryness is, of course, life circumstances. You might be stressed. That's true tea, y'all. Sometimes, even if you might think that sex will make things better, it might get it off your mind. Mentally, you're in a place where you're stressed the fuck out subconsciously. You got a lot of stuff going on, and where we think like, okay, I've actually, buried this and I'm cool and I just want to live my life even though I got this and that third going on. You're self-conscious having buried it, because at the end of the day you're still dealing with it. So understanding that, yes, sometimes life circumstances and stress does have a huge impact on your sex drive, but also in your wetness, because again, you can be aroused but not get wet. Also, though, what really that will have an effect on your sex drive. Things that could have an effect on you getting wet, even if you're aroused, is things like birth control, menopause, low estrogen levels, what's that, medications, there's a lot of different things that could change and alter. I know personally for me, when I was telling you guys at the beginning of the live, I was telling you guys about my personal experience in my late 20s of like just going through this period of months where I just kind of was not getting wet like I wanted to. I wasn't staying wet, and it was really freaking embarrassing. Like, yeah, freaking embarrassing. We can talk about this, girls. Okay, we can talk about it. But explain this to a guy, yeah, very, very difficult. Like, hey, by the way, just, my birth control got me a little bit dry. Like, come on, I'm in my 20s. No female feels comfortable saying that. But I did realize that I was going through that period because there was a lot of stuff going on in my life at the time. I had a lot of changes going on. And I was on birth control, and I just actually changed my birth control. So I think that between life circumstances and my birth control, it had a lot to do with I'm telling you, for like a good smooth 6 months, sex drive was really off. Vaginal wetness was really off. Like, I mean, I could be ready, and for me to be in that state, especially during that time I was going through so much, for me to be in that state where I was like, yes, I'm ready, I'm ready, I'm ready. I was so excited. Like, and for me to be able to still not perform the way I wanted to, it was really, really freaking me out. I was just like, what the heck? I'm young, I'm this, I'm that. So it's really, really, really important to just kind of understand your body, know what's going on, and be able to communicate that with your partner. And of course, having a supportive, good partner always helps with that, because if you're explaining this to a guy or a girl and they're just like, what? So you telling me you just got a dry pussy? Like that how you think that's gonna make you feel? Like, nobody wants to be able to, or no one wants to have to open up to their partner and tell them something that is kind of like shameful, even though it shouldn't be, because this is real life for all women. No, I'm not even about to say some women, a lot of women. No, all vagina owners go through this at some point in their life. Vaginal dryness, it happens. So, also, I didn't cover, I said everything on this list except for a lack of foreplay. So, you could be popping. You could be yo, poo poo. I'm saying this too early. It's like 9 minutes in the live. I cannot be saying all these words. But your poom poom could truly just be ready to just, just make it rain. Okay. But you may not just have the right partner. You may not have a partner that one knows your body or even cares to know your body, knows how to make you feel sexy, to make you feel wanted, to make you, those things are important. Men, and this is true tea too, these are based upon statistics. Now, am I going to say the numbers? No, because I don't have them right in front of me. But I know this to be a fact. That majority of the time, not this is for every man, but majority of the time, men get turned on by just looking. They could get turned on and horny by just observing. Whereas women usually are not that way. Again, certain circumstances, women could be that way. Vice versa, men couldn't be that way. You know what I mean? There's a chance. But for the most part, this is to be true. This is to be true that women, we are not visual people. We don't need to just see it and see a guy and be like, oh my God, I'm so horny. And then you get all this wet juices flowing. Maybe when you're in your teens and your early 20s. But as you get older, there are a lot more things that go into play as far as what really gets you turned on and is really going to get those juices flowing. And foreplay is a huge part of it. And foreplay, I'm not even talking about the touching and whatnot. Again, I don't know if you remember me talking about the mental state. It's really important that we are mentally ready and prepared and wanting it. You know, we want to feel like, oh, yes, I want this. So it can easily start with just sexting. You start with your partner just saying some naughty things to you through text message to get you leading up to that moment of later something's going to happen, building that anticipation. Women, we need anticipation. We need romance, or we just need dirty talk. We need something that's going to make us excited, make us build that anticipation up and get our mentals ready for sex, okay? Because we need to be in a really good place mentally to be able to perform. And y'all please comment below if you guys don't agree with this, but there is times where you can be so horny. But if you're like mentally like, oh my God, I suck, or oh my God, maybe I'm not wet enough, or oh my God, I got this going on. Oh my God, what if I smell? Oh my God, what if he doesn't like this? Oh my God, what if you feel like I'm not? You will literally ruin your whole time, which could dry you up. Okay, you originally wanted the sex. You originally was ready and like on it popping, but you're so mentally wrapped up into all these different thoughts that you can't even perform properly, or you're not even wet anymore. So the mental is so important, and a really really good way to kind of build that mental up is with you and your partner being able to have those conversations. Maybe do some sexting if you guys are working throughout the day and you're not necessarily with each other, to be able to give each other those compliments in person. Sexting is a really, really good way to get things going for us. Okay. Now I am going to get into like some ways to help get you wet. But I do want to say, because we're going to talk about, obviously there's I have a couple different ways here written down that's going to help you get to a place where you're getting wet and stuff like that. It will definitely involve your partner. You can't do this alone. Okay. I'm going to be giving you tips and stuff. Yes. But it does involve your partner. And trust me, I've done these things. Okay. I've definitely, like, I opened up to you guys at the beginning of the video. I let y'all know I've been through this. And I kind of had to kind of like look this up and search and like research and like do some of this stuff myself, because I'm just like, oh my God, I wanna have a poppin' ass sex life. I wanna have good sex right now. Even though I'm going through this, that, and the third, I'm realizing my vagina is not being who I want her to be. Like, this was literally a months in thing with me, like 28 years old. Why am I experiencing this? So these are things that I definitely have done. And I had to kind of put to practice and had to mentally think like, if I want this to happen for me, because I know these circumstances are happening and I know it's affecting my natural juices. So I need to do this, but I also need the help of my partner. So again, getting back to that, you really need to be able to kind of lean on your partner for help in this, because you can't make yourself horny. Self-love is the best pleasure, baby. But you can't do this completely alone. You need your partner to help with that. Of course, you want your partner to help with that, okay? So mental is super important. So maybe starting with some sexting. But if you think sex, you typically are going to be able to provide some type of moisture, some type of juices, and get horny, okay, get aroused. Watching porn with your partner or alone. So say if you are getting with someone, say if this isn't your partner that you're super close with, and you're having these issues, but you still want to you're single, you still want to have a poppin' sex life, you still want to, do your thing and not have to worry about that. Maybe doing some prior stuff to getting with them, maybe watching porn, maybe doing a little foreplay with yourself, but not finishing. Do not come. Don't make yourself come. I mean, if you can do multiple orgasms and you know that it's just getting things started, because I know for some women, when we do foreplay and like, especially with foreplay in the clitoris, it could just be getting things started, or sometimes it could just be ending things. It could get it started and then end it completely, like once you come. So I think it's important to, keep that in mind when you're doing the foreplay and the watching the porn and stuff. Just if you think that once you're finished, you're finished, once you're finished, you're finished, don't even start. Okay, watch a little porn. That's it. Don't touch yourself because you don't want to do that. But if you have what it takes to stop, play with yourself, and then stop before you come, that can also help build anticipation, make you super horny, make you wet. Your body's already produced those natural lubrications and those juices, and you're still wanting more because you didn't even get a chance to come yet. So you're still ready to produce those lubrications, ready to produce those juices. So watching porn and maybe doing a little foreplay with yourself is really a good option to before sex. Now you could do this with a partner too. Actually, watching porn during sex could be a really good way, especially if you're somebody that feels like throughout sex you're mentally getting kind of like screwed, you're mentally thinking too much about what's going on, stuff like that. I definitely recommend maybe watching porn throughout sex. Now, this is not the only recommendation I have for this issue. I have another one, but this could be a way to kind of help distract you, get you out of your head a little bit more and into just the act of having sex and enjoying yourself. You hear the moaning on the screen, you see the ass clapping, you see all that stuff, you're enjoying it, you're having a good time, and you're not worried about everything else because there's a lot going on. Okay. So watching porn with your partner can be fun, it can be exciting, and it can really help the juices flow. The next thing I want to talk about would be deciding which one I want to say first. Lingerie. I want to do lingerie first. That's not in order. But I want to do lingerie because lingerie is something that we normally do for our partners. We think that that's something that turns them on. Where, I don't know if you ladies experience this. Please comment below and let me know. But when I put on lingerie, I'll be feeling myself. I'll be looking at myself in the mirror. I gotta check myself out. Now I'm making the ass clap. I'm shaking. I'm twerking. And I'm having myself a good time because I just think I look good. Okay. Lingerie is not just for him or her or just for your partner. It's for you. Okay. It's to help you feel more confident, you to feel more sexy. So when you're shopping for lingerie, I want you to look for lingerie for yourself. What do you think you look good in? What do you think make you feel the most confident, the most sexy? Don't ask about what your partner thinks and what they like, because how you come across in it, and if they really, really like you, obviously, if they really are attracted to you, they gonna think you're sexy regardless. Okay, this is for you to feel comfortable, confident, and sexy. So I definitely recommend lingerie. Now, lingerie is not a necessity to have sex. It's not a necessity to make the mood right, but it is helping with confidence. I think it helps with confidence and stuff like that. So if you're somebody that you're aroused at first, you're ready to have sex, you're wet, and then throughout the sex, you're just mentally messing yourself up because you're just so wrapped up in your head. Lingerie is a really good way to get out of that. Don't take the lingerie off, work around the lingerie. Of course, you decide to pay this to the side, or the bodysuit to the side, or they do have cut out panties. I'm pretty sure there's the actual term for them, but I just cannot think of the term. But they have panties that have the cut out where you can actually have sex with the underwear on or the bodysuit on. So those are really good options to look at too. If you are having maybe some body confidence issues or just some confidence issues when it comes to mental during sex, you're just thinking really low on yourself and it's completely ruining your experience or it's affecting your wetness. Please, please, please throw on some lingerie. And it's going to take me actually into my next one, which is the ambiance. Ambiance is super important, especially if you're somebody that does kind of like to set the mood or kind of likes some music or a mood, kind of like just a mood around them when they do it. It helps kind of like, just kind of like make things more exciting and make things more like vibrant and sexy and like it will make you more horny. So maybe lighting some candles, dimming the lights, putting on that lingerie, turn on some slow music. Those are things that are going to kind of help create a sexual atmosphere that's going to make you feel more sexier, that's going to make you just be more be more attached to sex. I don't know. Yeah. Y'all know what I mean. So, the ambiance, super important. Candles, dim lights, music, lingerie. That's simple. That can really turn the mood out. I, for one, love me a good shower. Showers, steam, heat make me so ready for sex. Okay. And that's something that I've actually learned within the past 2 years. And that is an ambiance thing for me. So if you're somebody that personally likes stair sex, like to have sex on the stairs, I don't know how you can create really an ambiance on the stairs, but maybe putting some lights going down the stairs, but maybe some candles at the top. Obviously, be safe. We don't want to set the house on fire, but doing stuff that's going to set the ambiance around what you're doing will create excitement for you guys and it will help the arousal a lot better for you as well too. Especially again, if these are things that are issues for you, if you are experiencing vaginal dryness, if you're experiencing having a hard time, getting turned on with your partner or getting on this mental state where you're just always thinking negative and it's affecting your time, like these are things that's going to help set the ambiance, put on the lingerie, turn on the music, light the candle, baby, okay? Period. Period. I mentioned sexting. One thing I do want to talk about is foreplay. It's super important that your partner and yourself know your body. What you like. What do you like to be kissed? Would you like to be sucked on? Would you not like, to be sucked on or licked or kissed? What are no zones for you? And for your partner, I mean, some partners just go in and they know what they're doing. But it's really important for you to know what you like. So you're able to direct your partner just in case that is an issue. Sometimes we have great chemistry with people. We love our people. We're in love. We this, that, and the third. But sometimes, and we can have even good sex with them, but sometimes they may not know our body. And there's a difference between being able to have good sex with someone and everlasting good sex with someone. If you especially is planning on being with someone for a long time, initially the one and done or 1, 2, 3, what y'all doing, it may work right now, but it's very important that eventually that partner does learn your body and know how to maneuver and do different things in order to keep the sex exciting, to keep you happy, and to keep you wet, okay? Because our partner does play a role in that, If they're not doing what they're supposed to do, you ain't gonna get wet. Or are they not making you attract? They're not. I don't know exactly how to explain it, but I will say this: if you have someone, you have two guys or two girls, whatever your preference is, you have two people that are hitting on you, and one person they are fine. Fine. You see me? Fine. Okay. As soon as you see them, it's just like, oh, I want them. Okay. And then you have the other guy or the other person, partner, right? That is either, I'm saying guy because that's my preference, but you have the other person that is, yeah, okay, but they're doing the same things. They're kissing you where they, you want to be kissed. They're doing all this stuff, and I said that wrong. I said that wrong. You see, now I have to backtrack. Fine person is not doing the things. Sorry, that's what I meant to say. They're not doing the things that you want them, or they're not doing anything. Sorry, I'm so miscombobulated because I messed up. But you have, okay, so I'm gonna start over. Two guys or two partners. One person, that's fun, right? Fun. The other person, they I. That person that's I doing all the things that you like. They make you wet because they're doing all the things that you like. But then you have this one person over here that's just fun. Okay, you know what? Forget the whole thing. I feel like I messed it up. We just gonna let it go. I feel like I proved my point plenty of other ways. I feel like I proved my point plenty other ways. But it is super important that your partner knows your body and that they are able to maneuver around you and make you feel good. They are able to make you feel good. And, doing a little 1-2 peck here and there and not spending time on foreplay is not going to help. Women, we love foreplay. We love to be kissed. We love to be touched. We love to be talked to. I know everybody has a preference. So, obviously having those conversations and being open to your partner, like, hey, I like dirty talk. I've actually, like, believe it or not, like, I'm in a relationship that I've been in for a long time. And we've had to have that conversation. Like, okay, the things that we was doing before, they were fucking amazing. But now, like, we've been together for a while. These are the things I might want this. Like, I actually like dirty talking. I like this. Like, so we had to kind of open up and trust me. There were things that I was not doing. And I had to be told, hey, try this, do this. So, like, again, the sex that we, our sexual relationship at first was really, really good. But it was just our initial attraction. Like, when I first saw him, I could just rip his clothes off and, like, like, it was really nothing. We didn't need to do all the extras. Okay. We didn't need to. But after being with each other for a long time, it's like, okay, we've passed that. I love you, but I want you to maneuver my body. I want you to do certain things. So it's really important for you personally to know your own body and also how to express that to your partner. What do you like? What do what are they doing that you may want them to do? Or I'm sorry, what are they not doing that you want them to do? Or what are they doing that you want them to stop doing? It's weird because I feel like a lot of us don't want to hurt our partner's feelings. We don't want to hurt their feelings. We don't want to make things uncomfortable. We don't want them to hold back. So we don't feel comfortable having these conversations. And I mean, truth be told, I probably wouldn't take it that great either if someone was just like, hey, you're not doing this good. Could you work on it? So, obviously there's a way to have those conversations and stuff like that and being like, hey, you did this last time. I liked it when you do that. You should do it more often. Or, I actually seen this on this video that we watched last night. Can you try that on me? Like, being able to have those conversations and, like, just being open, you would be surprised. It's not really weird. You tell your partner, hey, I want you to do this, try it. I don't think that they'll feel some type of way. I feel like they'll actually just do it because they want to please you. And if your partner objective is not to please you, then you shouldn't be with that partner. Just simple as that. Why would I could not imagine me being with someone and they'd be like, hey, I like it when you play with my balls a little bit more during head. Can you do that more? And I'm just like, oh my God, that's weird. Like, why would he want me to do that? Or, like, I don't understand that. Like, I feel like, of course, now I'm going crazy on them. Like, because I want to make you feel good. So your partner should have that same energy. So talk to them. Tell them what you like. Tell them that you want more head. Tell them that you want your back there at 8. Let them know. Let them know what you like and have those conversations. Obviously, create boundaries and stuff like that because not everybody like the same things. But I think that as far as gaining the trust and being in a longer relationship, especially if you are someone that's been in a longer relationship, it may be easier for you to have those conversations like, hey, I want you to try this, or hey, I want you to, or let's try this. And maybe they haven't tried it, but you guys can maybe come together and, try it together. So because you built that trust with one another. So be open, have these conversations with your partner. Definitely I gave some really, really, really good tips, guys. I said, think about sex, watch porn with your partner or before, especially if you're somebody that is single and you're just like wanting to maybe get over whatever this is that you're going through, the vaginal dryness, and you want to have this proper single sex life. Doing those things that I told you before, watching porn, playing with yourself, exploring your body, but also talking to your partner and telling them what you want to is really, really important. Even if there's somebody that you're not in a relationship with, especially if you're not in a relationship with them, don't hold back, baby. Let them know, like, I need suck these toes. Lick them, baby. Suck them. Put them in your mouth. I'm just saying. Oh my goodness. I just want to thank you guys so much. If you guys join me for this live, thank you. If you guys join me after the live, again, thank you. Please comment below. Let me know what you guys think. If I missed something, or if there's some advice that you would give, or something that you've experienced and you might want some additional advice, please let me know. This is something that is true tea. Vaginal dryness is not a joke. Like, this happens to young people, all people of all ages, and it could be under any circumstance. It's totally normal. It's totally okay. You just have to literally know how to navigate it. And it literally could come from so many different things. Again, it's just really important to know how to navigate it, and it's definitely a discussion that you should have with your partner. One thing I forgot to mention though, because sometimes you can be aroused and you still have issues with wetness. If that's the case, if you're doing all this stuff and you're having, because of course menopause, low estrogen, medications, sometimes, especially medications, sometimes there's really nothing that you can do. You are experiencing vaginal dryness. That's when, even before then, because I'm huge advocate of lubricant. I think lubricant personally has had a bad rep because of our culture. It's like, if you're not just, as a woman, if you're not gushing out all these juices 24/7, then we don't know what's wrong with their vagina. No, like, that's not even like, what kind of shit is that? Like, no, like, we're not faucets. We don't just squirt water out all the time. You just turn us on and we just, and you turn us off and we're done. Like, that's not how this works, So it's totally normal to experience vaginal dryness. Like, it's unbelievable how many people think that, like, that is, like, that's what we're supposed to do. I guess I thought that growing up, but it was the culture. But lubrication, don't be afraid. There's nothing wrong with using lube. I definitely recommend water-based lube. It's the best lube out there, as far as, like, with sex toys, not making a mess, easy cleanup, getting out of clothes, stuff like that. I actually sell, of course, water-based lube on my website. Make sure you guys check that out, confidentialtalk.com. Then there's, of course, silicone lubes and other lubes like that, but you have to be careful with those. Silicone lubes are super messy. They're hard to clean up and stuff like that. And I'll actually link a video below on, let me write that down because I've been sipping on this margarita. But I'll actually link that video below for you guys. Let's see, lubricant video, link below. Because I actually walk through all the different types of lubricants, what I recommend, and, like, what you should use certain lubricants on and what you can't use. Like, obviously silicone lubricants you can't use on a lot of sex toys. So a lot of sex toys, you literally read the manual and it will say only water-based lubes. So just stuff like that, just the basics, so you guys can know and have a gain an understanding of what kind of lubricants to use if you are having these issues. And again, no shame, okay? No shame, please, please. If your partner is weird about the lubricant, drop them, drop them, drop them, because they're clearly immature, okay? But yes, thank you guys for joining my live. Thank you guys for watching so much. Please comment below. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Please click that notifications button to get notified every time I drop a video. I do drop sex toy reviews, sex videos, pretty much talking about sex all the time, throughout the week, all the time, at random. So you get notified when I drop videos, when I go live, and of course when I do the Better Sex Life series. So make sure you guys, join the club, join the Confidential Talk family, subscribe to the channel, check out my store, confidentialtalk.com. If you guys haven't shopped already, I do have your pleasure items over at this over there on the website. If you sign up on the website, you do save some money off of your first purchase. Also, the shipping gets super fast. I do process and ship orders out within 48 hours of you ordering it, and it comes in discreet packaging. Okay, and I got some new stuff on there too, so lots of good stuff, guys. All right, but thank you guys so much for watching. I will see you guys next time. Peace.